Boa tarde, galera. Boa tarde, pessoal. A gente está dando início, então, à nossa terceira semana, né, da Feira de Intercâmbios da DENEM. Essa semana vai ser no países da Europa, né? Estaremos iniciando, então, as apresentações. Primeiramente, gostaria de pedir perdão, né, por problemas técnicos nesse início, mas por hora está tudo certo. Gostaria de passar algumas informações com vocês antes da gente iniciar o espaço. E quem já está acompanhando a gente pela terceira semana sabe que tem formulário de presença e formulário de perguntas, né? Não deixe de fazer a sua pergunta durante o evento, né? Hoje, então, a gente vai ter a presença de 3 países da Europa com a gente. A sequência vai ser começando com a Rússia, a segunda com a Polônia e a terceira com a Croácia, ok? Durante essas apresentações, a gente vai, então, colocar o formulário de presença para que vocês possam estar fazendo a sua presença, né, e validando a certificação, e também para que vocês possam fazer perguntas, ok? Cada apresentação vai ter entre 15 a 20 minutos e as perguntas serão feitas após o final da apresentação. Desse modo, então, trago a sala, né, o João, que é também da DENEM, e a Ionara representando a Rússia, para a gente dar início ao dia de hoje. So, hey, João. Hey, Ionara.
Hey guys, how are you? So I'm gonna introduce myself first, but I think I will do it em português. Eu sou o João, eu sou um integrante da SEV, que é uma coordenação da DENEM, sou responsável pelos outgoings do SCORE, que é o intercâmbio de pesquisa, e estou muito contente de ter todos vocês aqui no nosso quinto dia de feira de intercâmbios. Eu espero que vocês aproveitem bastante, assim como a gente tem aproveitado nesses últimos 5 dias. I think you can introduce yourself now, Onara.
Okay, hi everyone. I don't know Portuguese, so I will speak in English, or I can say hi and привет. It's like in Russian. So my name is Ilnara, and I'm now out of Tamsa, Tatarstan, Russia, and I'm really excited to be here with you and present our exchange program. So, and I think we can start. Do you see my presentation? And I think you have one main question: what is the Tatarstan? Why here is the flag of Russia in this photo? So is it country in country, or it's another part of country? So okay, Tatarstan is a region in Russia. So I want to
wait, Ionara. You can share your screen. I will do this now for you.
Okay.
Here. Yes.
So you don't see. Where is the picture? Okay.
And you have 50 minutes for your presentation. And after this, you have some questions for our medical students. And let me say this in Portuguese now. And after this, you can start your presentation.
Okay.
Bom, pessoal, a Ionara vai iniciar, ela tem 15 minutos de apresentação, façam as suas perguntas durante a apresentação dela e no final ela já vai responder aqui para vocês diretamente. Por favor, perguntas em inglês, né? E a certificação também vai ser validada mediante, né, presença por meio do formulário. So you can go, Ionara. Enjoy.
Okay. So you see in the picture that we have 2 flags. So here's one flag of Tatarstan and another from Russia. So let's decide. So it was scrolling. Okay, I will do it like this. Oh my God. Okay. Oh, my animation will not go. Okay, so here is the map of Russia, and you can see that Russia is too big, and usually foreigners know only about Siberia and Moscow and St. Petersburg and do not know about our region, but it's okay because nobody should knows about other regions of Russia. And so we have a lot of regions in our country, and the Tatarstan is one of them, and it is in the middle, in the center of the East European plain, and it's almost 1 hour by plane to Moscow. And in our republic, so okay, my animation will not work. Okay, so here, okay, I'm sorry for this technical issue. So here is the map of our republic, and in our republic, we have 2 nationalities live together for a long time, and we have officially in our republic 2 languages. It's Russian and Tatar language. Tatar language is something like Turkish group, Turkish language group, so something like this. And of course, the main language of our republic and the whole Russia is Russian language. And in our NMO, we have 2 local committees, but cities, but for last years, we have only one active, and it's Kazan, and Kazan is the capital of Republic of Tatarstan. Okay. So, okay, let's talk about exchanges. So now we can talk about them. At first, we will talk about professional exchanges, and so here pictures. Okay, maybe I can try. Maybe you can wait for a second. I'll try to fix it.
Eu acho que a Onara teve algum problema de conexão, ou então com a apresentação. Vamos ver. Vou chamar ela em breve, ela já entrou de novo. Não saia daí, galera. Inclusive, o formulário de presença já está aí disponível no chat, vai ficar aberto durante 10 minutos e vai estar disponível só no final da apresentação, ok? E também tem o formulário de perguntas, não deixe de fazer sua pergunta. Em inglês, por favor. So, hey, Onara.
Oh, finally. Okay.
Welcome
now,
back. You can go again. Don't worry,
yeah.
dear.
No, it's okay. Just some technical issue, but now we have animations and I'm so happy. Okay. So professional exchanges. And in our local committee, local city, we have a really wide variety of different hospital and departments. And so it's emergency, surgery, cardiovascular, cardiothoracic, ophthalmology, even psychiatry. And last years we also had department of infection disease, but of course due to COVID-19 situation, we cannot allow students to go to this department because we're like COVID-19 patients. But anyway, we have a lot of different departments with high qualified tutors who know English, what is really rare in our country when doctors know English. But in Republic of Tatarstan, in Kazan, a lot of people know English. So I can say because of for last years, maybe 10 or more, we have different competitions, events in our country, in our city, with international status, where people from our countries come to our city, and so our people should know English now. So it's one of advantages to come to our exchange. Yeah, and it's about professional exchange. So you can go to professional exchange if you finished your preclinical or I don't know how it's in your country, like when you finish your theoretical parts of education, and after you can join our exchange programs of professional exchange. And now let's talk about research program. And I have one interesting fact about science in our cities. So of course it's really long history of science in our city, and we have interesting fact that here was the first registered ACG in Russia. So it's like we're proud of it. And here you can see our departments for research programs. So here, Department of Human Anatomy, Neurology and Neuroscience, also biochemistry, pharmacology, pathology, and microbiology. And here some photos of our students from last years. So you see very happy faces. But of course, we didn't have any incomings for last year, but we have incomings this month. We have 2 incomings this month from Switzerland and from Uzbekistan, and the next month we have students from Croatia, Romania, and Germany. it's more than nothing. So we are extremely happy to accept them, because last year we didn't have any incomings and it was like frustrating. I think every country had this feeling, and it's really bad and sad. So it's about our exchange programs. I think it's like not common in every country, but of course it's science and professional exchanges, it's clinical experience, it's research experience. It's quite the same in every country, but of course we have our opportunities, we have our techniques, and we have our laboratories, our programs for incomings. And the most important thing for all exchanges, it's of course social program. Where's animation? Okay, social program. So of course every country, every NMO has their social program. So we also have, and actually we provide a social exchange program every day. So now we have our 2 students, and almost every day we spend with them. So after their exchange in hospital and in labs, they go for some activities. And sometimes when we have 3 days, we're just like, what? Why we don't have any activities today? So, but we of course trying to provide everything for them, for you, for incoming. So here are photos of us and our incomings from last year's. Yes. And the last picture, so it actually was took like 2 days ago. So here's the photos of our incoming this month. And anyway, so it's really popular for students go to exchange on summer months, but we accept students almost every year. But we do not accept them on January and June, because we have exams in our university. So summer, it's okay. I mean, like, it's amazing weather. So actually this month and last month we have almost 32 degrees Celsius every day. It's really hot here. So don't believe to people who say that in Russia is cold. It's not. But it's not in our city, I mean, in Moscow maybe too, in different cities too. And in winter we have temperature, I think maybe minus 20 degrees, but it's actually fine when you have your cover for it. But I think it's really interesting to visit country in different months. I mean, in summer and in winter, because you can feel everything. You can feel the snow, you can feel the of course we don't have sea in our city, but we also have some lake to swim, so you have everything. And in winter we provide some winter activities like snowboarding, skiing, everything. And I think it's pretty fine. So you're welcome to come to any month you want to. We will accept, we will provide activities, what we can provide. Yes. And of course, after all exchanges, all students become a big family. And actually, when it was not COVID-19 situation, some of students tried to invite their family and friends to come here again, and just to show them how our republic and country is beautiful and interesting. So it really inspired us to work more and to improve our exchanges every year, because it's really heartwarming when you see faces of family, of friends, of our incomings, when they say, wow, so we can see Russia in this side. So they never predict like Russia can be like this. So it's really inspire us. And here some photos, some views of our city, some popular places, I can say. Yes. So as I say, we have two nationalities living together in our country, and with two nationalities like Russians and Tatar, but of course, like we have also have two religions. It's Muslim and Orthodox. So here's some churches. You can see in one picture you can see churches and you can see mosques. Yeah, I think it's really interesting when different nationalities living together in one place. Isn't it beautiful? Also, we have a lot of students, foreigners from other countries, from our universities in our city. So I can say that our city is multinational. Yes. And if you will not find friends from exchange, you can find friends from another parts of our city. Yes. But I think all incomings are friends, like automatically. Yeah, and here photos are from our museum and from our clubs. We have different clubs, we have different museums, have a lot of places to visit. Yes. So, and I cannot say, so I should say about COVID-19 situation in Russia right now. Actually, maybe you heard or not, so we have one popular vaccine, Sputnik V. It is the world's first registered vaccine based on well-studied human adenoviral vector-based platform. And Sputnik V is already registered in more than 65 countries. I was vaccinated with this vaccine, and I can say that it works. Okay, nice. Like, yeah, I'm so proud of our vaccine. And also we have like articles in popular journals like Lancet. Also, we have topics and articles in Nature journal and other journals. So I think it's proving the effectiveness of this vaccine. Also, we have another two vaccines, Covivac and Epivac, but of course, Sputnik V is more popular. And for now, Russia counted approximately 5.6 million cases of COVID-19. And the number of Russians who were fully vaccinated against COVID-19 exceeds 27 million for now, like from a period of starting vaccine taking to July 8. Yes, I think it's pretty nice. For Russia, it's too big to control, but we're trying our best, our medics, our healthcare system trying their best to stop the epidemic. And at the end, I can say that going to Tatarstan is amazing opportunity, like getting the letter from Hogwarts. So I think you should join our exchange program. And if you have any questions, you can ask me right now, or to join our page on Instagram. You can follow Tatarstan and write your questions there. So thank you.
Thank you a lot, Anaria. For now, I will see if you have some questions because they don't have access. Wait. But it was a pleasure have you here today with us. And I want to know about your opinion about extending Russia on this pandemic times over now, because in Brazil actually we have another reality, and with Russia we have other reality. And for now, I just want to know about your opinion about we going to Russia and how this is important for Russian students, for Portuguese medical students. What do you say for me?
So, of course, some countries are closed to enter Russia right now. But anyway, we try to cope with problems. And I don't think like every day, but every month, so amount of countries are beginning to, so more and more countries are allowed to go to Russia. But of course, we have some constricts, and but I know that in Russia we do not need to, like tourists or foreigners do not have to be vaccinated. They just need to prove that they are not infected right now, PCR test, if I'm not mistaken. So, I mean, like, it was for students who are now in Russia. So the girl from Switzerland and boy from Uzbekistan, they are not vaccinated right now, but they pass their test every week, as I know, because it's rules of our government. But I think, like, I hope for the next year. I'm sorry, my cat is entering my room. So I hope that situation will go better, and as more countries are allowing to enter Russia, so I think that Portugal also will be allowed for the next year. I hope to. And so I can check. I opened my, okay.
Bom, pessoal do YouTube, tô só esperando aqui também chegar algumas perguntas para quem quiser ir mandando nesse finalzinho de apresentação da Ionara. Em breve a gente vai estar trazendo a Polônia aqui para estar explicando um pouco mais. E, enfim, sintam-se à vontade, né, sobre a apresentação ou sobre qualquer questão que vocês queiram envolver entre intercâmbios e a sua ida para lá. Ok?
So now I checked our government page. So Portugal is accepted to go to Russia. So I think that we will accept students for the next year. So if Portugal is accepted to go to Russia. So I think the situation will go better because we have vaccine, and we have really tough time at the beginning when the vaccination was started. Some people was not believing to that, but now they understand how it works, and that people continue to die, unfortunately, because we are not vaccinated. The treatment is not ready for now. We don't have any treatment for today. So we understand that the only one treatment, one prevention is the vaccine. So they started vaccinated, and like, I think for the next year the situation will go better because the amount of people who will die or will be infected will be lower. So I hope to.
I hope so. And one other question for me, personal, how many students are inside Russia? Medical students.
So I mean, you mean exchange students?
Yes, or NMOs students or universities. How many holy students do you have? In Brazil, you have almost 1,400,000 medical students.
I think it's quite the same with us because, no, maybe I'm not. Okay, in our university, so we have two universities in our city. I cannot say true. Maybe it's 4,000, maybe, but we also have foreigner students in our university from India, Arab countries, and China. I know, from Africa, and I think there are like 1,000 of foreigner students, and others maybe more. I never count this amount, but for exchange program in our in Tamsa, we usually, when it's not COVID-19 situation, we accepted every month. We accepted 30 exchange students.
Okay,
30
great.
30 for professional and 15 for research program.
Great. I think that the next year the things are better than today, and that is it. I think that it's okay. We have now Veronica. So it was a pleasure, Nara, have you here today with us. Thank you so much to do this presentation. I hope that you enjoyed this place. And do you have any final comments to do? This is the moment, okay?
Thank you for inviting me. Yeah. And I'm really happy that, so I know my students in Portugal right now for their exchange, and we're really happy that you accept them. So I see their photos and we're so happy to be in your exchange program. Thank you so much.
Thank you. So I will... Yes. Bom, pessoal, agora foi a primeira apresentação da Rússia. A gente teve algum problema com o formulário de perguntas. Caso essa pergunta tenha sido mandada, né, e ela não tenha sido falada por mim, Eu vou apresentar ela no final, novamente, e vou pedir para o Leonardo escrever para vocês, tá bem? Então, não vai ficar aí de fora. Basicamente, agora, então, a gente vai dar início à nossa outra apresentação, trazendo, então, o nosso segundo país, na nossa terceira semana de Feira de Intercâmbios da DENEM, agora com a Polônia, né? Com a representatividade da Verônica. Vou pedir para ela vir aqui, da mesma forma, anteriormente, ela vai se apresentar e vai dar início, então, à apresentação de 15 a 20 minutos. Vocês têm tempo para mandar as perguntas para ela, ok? Ou então mandar aqui no chat mesmo, se vocês quiserem, tá bem? No mais, o formulário de presença agora vai estar disponível somente ao final, que vai ser, depois da Polônia, será a Croácia. E aí, vocês também podem estar, né, garantido a certificação de vocês. Lembrando que estamos na terceira semana, esse é o 5º dia de evento, então a gente vai estar só dando a certificação mediante 75% da presença, ou seja, 6 dias de 8, e a gente tem mais dois dias na semana que vem, né? Então, fiquem ligados nas redes sociais da DENEM e tudo mais. E, de todos os modos, né, espero que vocês estejam aproveitando. E qualquer dúvida, podem mandar aqui no chat, que eu vou estar de olho também, tá bem? Então, vou chamar a Verônica, da Polônia. Hey, Veronica, how are you? I can hear you, dear. Not yet. Not yet. Bom, vou dar mais 2 minutinhos para a Verônica se organizar. Problemas técnicos novamente com o áudio, assim como foi anteriormente com Eunara, mas fiquem aí, ok? Que a gente também já vai voltar com ela. E vou relembrar de novo sobre as perguntas e tudo mais, e o formulário de presença no final, tá bem? Quem estiver acompanhando a gente também, siga a gente nas redes sociais, que a gente agora está com um evento da DENEM nos próximos 10 dias, dos 35 anos da DENEM. Isso também, né, contará a certificação para os intercâmbios da DENEM, né? Então, aí, quem estiver procurando o intercâmbio para 2022, é um bom evento para vocês conhecerem a DENEM para além dos intercâmbios. Vou tentar trazer aqui a Verônica novamente para a gente. Hey, Veronica. I can hear you, dear. Okay.
And how about now?
Yes, Veronica, it's very great now. Thank you.
I don't know why my laptop microphone didn't work, so I use headphones. I hope that they have enough power to go through the whole presentation. So can you hear me now clearly and loudly?
Yes, it's very good. Don't worry about the time. And you can share your screen with us. And
Sure.
after this, if everything okay, you can present yourself. and start your presentation. And I am Victoria. I'm here to be your host today. And if you have any issues, problems during your presentation, you can ask me and I will be on the backstage. Okay?
Okay. I am just loading my presentation. Just a second. Okay. Okay.
Okay, I will put here. Great. Do you see? I can see. Yes.
That's good that you can see. Okay.
I can see. So you have 50 minutes for your presentation. At the end, we have some questions from our medical students. I will do this with you, and you can start. You can start presenting yourself, and after this, good luck with your presentation. I'll be here.
Thank you. Hello, everyone. It's a pleasure to be here with all of you and be a part of such an amazing event. So my name is Weronika Bill, and I represent Poland. I am a member of Polish Scopy team. And today I would like you to present Poland as the country of opportunities. Primarily as an opportunity to experience an amazing adventure during your exchange in our country. What are other opportunities which you can find in our country? Well, follow me and you will find out. So Poland is the country located in Central Europe. The country is bordered on west with Germany, and then following next lower and more to the east with Czech Republic, Slovakia, Ukraine, Belarusia, Lithuania, and a part of Russia called Kaliningrad Oblast. The north part of Poland is extending through beaches of the Baltic Sea. They are one of the most beautiful beaches in Europe or even in the whole world. So there are just white, long beaches filled with soft white sand. Amazing, really. I definitely recommend going to Poland just to see our sea and beaches. So as this event is taking place in Brazil, a bit about facts about collaboration between those two countries. So over 800,000 Brazilians are of Polish descent, making Brazil the second country with the largest Polish community abroad. The first are the United States. So both countries possess their embassies in the capital city of the partner country, and in 2020, Brazil and Poland celebrated 100 years of bilateral relations. And now we can move to the most important part of the presentation about exchanges in Poland. Poland has been organizing exchanges for over 20 years now. Every year, our team make their best to improve our exchange program and overcome any obstacle that come in to their way. Currently, it is pandemic. So a bit of important deadlines and facts about exchanges. So the deadline for the most important documentation are 4 months for acceptation form, weeks for card of confirmation, and the deadlines for cancellation and substitutions are both 6 weeks. And the price for unilateral fee is 300 euros, and it's for whole Poland. So exchange in Poland starts on first Monday of the month and lasts for the whole month. we accept incomings through the whole year, and not in every city, but you can visit us in whatever month you want. What you should have in mind when coming to Poland is that on January and June, the exam session take place in all universities. So in this both months, the social program can be really reduced. And up-to-date information about COVID regulation in Poland. So all incomings needs to have a negative PCR test against COVID or a confirmation of vaccination. Without one of those two documents, you cannot be accepted to exchange. The hospital just won't let you in. Actually, even every person coming to Poland have to have one of those two documents, because without them, you have to undergo the 10 days of quarantine. However, some LCs requires vaccination. So if you want to have full choice of cities, well, you should have one. And after arrival to Poland, every incoming have to go through upon arrival training. On this meeting, every local officer will pass all needed information to survive the whole month in Poland. So also every incoming has to pay for insurance package. There's an obligation, and actually in this year it cost 14 euro, not 25 as it is written here, and it is a kind of success for us because we managed to really lower the price, and we are really happy about it. When it comes to boarding, all incoming students are placed in every city in students' dormitory. We plan to introduce hosting, but currently pandemic make it really hard, unfortunately. However, we hope that maybe next year it will be possible. And a bit about Polish healthcare system, because it is the thing with which you will work under during your exchange in Poland. So Poland has a healthcare system based on general health insurance. Insured citizens are entitled to have a free health service in Poland, and they can use receive the free health services from healthcare providers who are working under this National Health Fund. And now I would like to introduce you for a short trip through the cities where you can live during your exchange in Poland. So first, Białystok. Białystok is a city located close to the east border of Poland. It is surrounded by beautiful woods. Actually, the 32% of the city is occupied by parks, squares, and forests, which create a unique and healthy climate of this area. Even the Białystok and its area are called the Green Lands of Poland. And also in the city, winters are the strongest and the coldest, but also the most beautiful. So if you dream about seeing the snow as from the movie and beautiful winter, you should definitely come to Białystok in winter months. Next, Bydgoszcz. Bydgoszcz is the small city in the center of Poland. The old town of Bydgoszcz is called Polish Venice. Well, how many of the Venice you can find there? Better come and find out on your own. Next city is Gdańsk. Gdańsk is one of the most beautiful and most liked cities among incomings. It is the biggest city located at the seaside. With its enormous harbor, Gdańsk used to be the center of sea industry in the medieval age, but also later. For me, Gdańsk is a bit like combination between a holiday sea resort with atmosphere of a big city. It has a beautiful old town. So if you would like to spend your exchange in a big city, but love to spend your free time at beach, you should definitely pick Gdańsk, as it is the place where your dreams can come true. And Kielce. Kielce is the only city in Europe which counts within its border 5 nature reserves and is considered by experts as the largest open-air geological museum. So beautiful nature, beautiful woods, a lot of them. Really pretty place. Krakow. Krakow is a historical center of Poland. The city used to be the capital of Poland for many centuries. The biggest attraction of the city is the huge, beautiful castle guarded by a dragon called Smok Wawelski. Krakow each year drags thousands of tourists by its magnificent atmosphere and beautiful old town. Also, close to Krakow, the most popular and most beautiful mountains called Tatry are placed. So it is a great way to spend your weekend going to Tatry. The mountain race are not so requiring and really beautiful. The views are just astonishing. Lublin. Lublin is called the city of inspiration, in part because of the amazing atmosphere within the city, and number of inspirational ideas and new visions are born in this city. And next we come to Łódź. Łódź actually, when to translate the name of the city to English, means boat. And Łódź used to be the industrial center in Poland. You can find there a lot of old factory buildings there. Nowadays, in one of such a building, the most popular shopping center is located. Also, Łódź is famous from its street art. So a lot of beautiful streets and murals are in this city. Olsztyn is called as lake city, the city of the lakes, because in this city you can find 15 lakes. So if you would like to spend your free time after the work in hospital at the lake, chilling with friends, it is a perfect city for you. Poznań. Poznań is considered as the birthplace of Polish nation. In the past, it was Poland's capital and the hometown of the kings. Now in Poznań Cathedral, the bodies of Poznań first rulers are resting. Katowice is the capital of the Silesian province. The biggest amusement park, in which the biggest wooden roller coaster in the entire world is located. This amusement park is placed close to Katowice. So if you like adrenaline, you should definitely check this place out. And now back to the seaside. Szczecin. Szczecin is another city located at the sea, close to the sea, and it is smaller than Gdańsk. According to some of the legends, one of the biggest lost treasures of the world, called Amber Room, is hidden somewhere in the underground of Szczecin. And now Warsaw. Warsaw is the capital of Poland. It is the biggest and the most urban city in our country. And also it is the only place when you can find Subway. And by Subway, I don't mean this restaurant, Subway, but the transport, also called Underground. If I would compare Warsaw to another city, I would go for New York, It is much smaller, but also similar to the American city. Warsaw also have a big park in the city center. Actually, it is a garden palace, and it used to be the favorite place of our last king. And Wrocław. Wrocław is also one of the most beautiful and the most famous city among incomings. And it is called the city of meetings. And not only because you can meet me there, as I live and study here, but the origin of this name came from 2016, when Wrocław became the European capital of culture. And that's how I would describe the city, as the capital of culture, with all the city and the atmosphere creates many different people, culture, architecture, places, activities, and they just make the city, which is amazing. I love this city, literally. I travel a lot, and after visiting most of the Europe, I would say that Wrocław is my favorite place in Europe. Also, Wrocław is really loved by students in Poland because it provides many places to hang out and spend the time of their lives. One of the most popular places to party for students is an island in the city center. And you can literally almost always find on this island some friendly souls to have fun with. And another place is a square with bars and clubs where you can have fun. So if you want to try like everything and feel the atmosphere of amazing city, you should definitely come to Wrocław. And last but not least, Zielona Góra. It is the charming city standing proudly on 7 hills between 2 rivers, almost like from some fairy tale. And also, Zielona Góra, when translated to English, means green mountain. And as this trip is about to end, I would like to mention you a bit more about Polish language, which is pretty hard for everyone coming from abroad to Poland. So for example, some examples, good morning in Polish is dzień dobry, goodbye is do widzenia, thank you is dziękuję. So it's quite hard to pronounce, to speak it, and also to write, as you could see on my presentation. But Poles are really aware about how hard their language is. So most of us speak English very well, and while being on exchange in our country, you will without any problem communicate with people in hospitals and with students using English. And now some more important information which you should have in mind coming to Poland. So transport. The best option to travel through Poland is by train, using trains, or buses called Flixbus. When it comes to moving around cities, the most common way to do that is by trams. Trams are this overground subways, but they are a bit slower than there. And also buses and bikes are quite often used by us to move. And National Social Program. So during holidays, we organize trips, weekend trips for incomings called Nice Project. During such trips, our incomings can visit the most famous and beautiful cities of Poland, discover and live with Polish culture, and party with us and our students. So it's just really, I love those trips. It's always a lot of fun. And you also get to know people from other cities. So really great thing. And we are also really proud because even though the pandemic makes it really hard, we managed to organize some of such a trips here in Poland this year. And local social program. So each city has its own social program, and it provides activities which are offered by the town. So there are some short trips for cities, some sport activities, and also food, drinking, partying. And what is common for every city, it's National Food and Drink Party, during which every incoming can try our homemade Polish cuisine. Well, the Polish people are really friendly and open, especially after a beer. So we love to spend time with incomings and show them our culture and our country. And medical education. So what it would be an exchange without some learning new skills or gaining some new knowledge. So we try to organize always some workshops. For example, medical simulation, first aid workshops, USG workshops, surgical sewing workshops, and we mostly try to do such things in our simulation centers, but right now, because of pandemic, it is harder. But and we try to make such things outside. Yes, and we just try to make things funny in a funny and way that you can learn something and have fun, because it is the best way to learn. And also we sometimes do workshops not connected with medical education, for example, Polish language workshops or some sport workshops, to have fun and spend time in a nice way. And actually, it is the end of my presentation. So if you would like to know more about our country, you should check our exchange conditions in the FEMSA database. Here are also given some of the important links about visas in Poland, about our railways, so trains in Poland, and about tourism. And thank you for your attention and time, and hopefully see you soon in Poland.
Thank you so much for your presentation, Veronica. It was a pleasure know more about Poland. And for now, we have three questions for you that I will share with you here. Wait. It's from
Sure.
our medical students from Brazil. So the first one says, what is the most positive point about the scope in Poland? And it's hard for those that only have English to communicate. You can go.
Okay, so most positive point. So I would say country. So it is great to, for a month, you can see a lot of our country and culture, and we have a really good food here. Well, about the language, it can be hard with our. Most of doctors only can another language that they can use except Polish is English. We also language, as we are the neighbors, and also some our language is Slovakian language, so all this Czech Republic, people coming from Czech Republic, Slovakia, can easily communicate with us about Spanish, but it can be harder in. But don't worry if you don't know English. Many people don't. Some incomings don't know it and come here and have fun and.
Hey, Veronica, you are cutting a bit for now. So you can turn off your camera and just, oh yes, technical issues again. So, pessoal do Brasil que está assistindo a gente por hora, vou esperar ela entrar novamente para a gente dar início, então, às outras duas perguntinhas que tem para a Verônica, e logo após isso, eu já entro com a Emma da Croácia, para que a gente possa, então, finalizar o dia de hoje, ok? Bom, a Verônica voltou, vou chamar ela. Hello again, Veronica. You was cutting a bit, but for now it's very good. You can turn off your camera and you
Okay.
yes.
Okay.
And I will share with you the second question. Everything is good? Or you can complete this question.
When it stopped me because I was talking and didn't notice that my internet got lost.
It was in the second questions about the English communicate.
Okay, English is the most common language used in Poland. And it is the best way to communicate with doctors in hospital because they only language except Polish mostly they know is English. However, we have incomings who don't speak English so well and prefer to communicate with in Spanish, for example, and it is able to do it. They are able to go through such a clinical practice. So knows other language like Spanish, Germany, or sometimes no Germany. So we are neighbors with them. Also, our language is really similar, for example, to language in Czech Republic or Slovakia or in Russia. So it's not such a problem if you don't know English.
Perfect. So the second one was, is the official language certificate required? I think that no, you answered this question. So
no.
I will do other for you. So what is the Poland's currency and how much is the cost of living, transportation, food, and etc.?
So Poland currency is zloty. That's how it's called. I think right now it is like €1. It is 4.30 zloty. So for many incomings who normally use euro to pay, in Poland it is quite cheap. It's for sure food and clothes, or also some drinking and accommodation. It's much cheaper than, for example, in some European country when you pay euro.
Thank you. The last question for you, Veronica, is what are the most important things about your culture that you think a foreign should know before going to Poland? This is a very good question.
Disturbance with my network.
You are cutting for me.
Hello.
I can hear you now, but...
Yes, I can hear you. Great.
Okay. Hey, Veronica,
give me a second,
you are
maybe
cutting.
I will move closer to my Wi-Fi. Okay.
Don't worry, dear. Don't worry.
Okay, so now it's I can hear and see. So cultural things. Well, actually, we sometimes like for when it comes to greeting, when you get to know, we many Poles don't like the too close interaction. Shaking hand is like totally normal, but sometimes, for example, other European nation likes to hug each other or give a kiss in a cheek, and in Poland it is not always really good seen. But actually, we are quite open country, so there are nothing like right now which comes to in my mind that are really something you should care about. Yes, and that's how I would say. We are also quite safe country, really. There are not places where you should, that you, for example, should avoid. Yes.
Great. So thank you so much, Veronica, to be here with us today. It was a pleasure for me to know more about Poland. And if you have any final comments to do, this is your time. And after this, I will bring Dema from Croatia to start the 30 presentation for today. So you have some minutes for your final comments, and enjoy.
Well, so it was a great adventure to present you some information about Poland for me. I hope that you have remember something, you got to some interest in our country, and yeah, and just see you here in Poland, especially in Wrocław, but in other city as well. And thank you for your hosting. And sorry for my technical problems, but that's how it is right now.
So don't worry, dear. Thank you so much. It was our pleasure. So for now, I will do some informations about this webinar, and I will speak in Portuguese now for you guys. So vamos iniciar agora, né, a última palestra da Croácia sobre os intercâmbios, e serão 15 minutos de apresentação. O formulário de presença vai estar disponível nos minutos finais de apresentação da Croácia, ok? Então, quem ainda não pegou o formulário de presença para validar a sua certificação, por favor, faça. E também o formulário de perguntas que fica aberto durante toda a apresentação, né? A gente escolhe de 3 a 4 perguntas para fazer ao apresentador, então não deixe de mandar sua pergunta para a gente, pode mandar aqui no chat também se você tiver alguma dúvida específica e não conseguiu submeter, mandem as perguntas em inglês, tá bem? Então, a gente está na nossa terceira semana, agora a gente vai dar início a nosso último país do dia 5, e pessoal que estava na sala 2, sejam bem-vindos à sala 1, tivemos anteriormente Rússia e Polônia, caso vocês queiram ver depois que terminar o stream, ok? So I will bring to us Emma. Hey, Emma, how are you, dear?
Hi.
So you can start presenting yourself, your name, country, university. After this, you can share your screen and you can go with your presentation.
Okay. Hi, everyone. My name is Emma. I am the neo-in from Kromsik, Croatia. I study in Zagreb, which is the capital of Croatia, at the University of Zagreb. And currently I am in my 5th year out of 6. So soon I will be finished, finally. Okay, so now I will share my presentation. Just a second. Okay, can you see it?
Yeah, I will put here. And yes, it's very good for me. You have 5 minutes. At the end, I have some questions for you, and that is it. Enjoy.
Okay. I won't be for long because I know you've already been here for an hour. But so today I will showcase you Kromsik's exchange program and why you should visit us and potentially learn more about us and our way of life. So let's dive in. So Croatia is a small country in the middle of Europe. We are the part of EU, And in total, we have a bit less than 4 million inhabitants. And our language is called Croatian. I will now show you actually a short video of Croatia. I hope you will like it.
You have to see this video. When you come to Croatia, you have to visit the city where I have found my love, Dubrovnik. And you have to visit my Slavonia. You have to visit our national parks. You have to taste our food. And see a concert in this place. You have to learn the game in the local playground like we did. And hit the basket on his court in our city, Šibenik. And visit one of the sunniest coastlines in Europe.
You have to enjoy coffee on any of our squares.
And see the most beautiful Croatian building.
You have to listen to the biggest Croatian musician, the sea organ in Zadar.
And see the great cannon fire off in my city, Zagreb. You will never walk alone on these hiking trails.
You have to party all night. Relax all day.
Skate like this.
Climb like that.
Swim here.
Cycle there.
Sail everywhere. When you want to lift your spirits sky high, you have to come to Croatia.
Okay, so it was like to show you like what we have, since there is a lot of stuff and I don't have a lot of time. So on to exchanges. We have 4 local committees. So we have Zagreb, Rijeka, Split, and Osijek. Only these cities in Croatia actually have medical universities. So we accept students during the whole year. So whether you want to swim during summer or enjoy like winter sports, you can always find yourself welcome here. In total, we accept around 190 students from the whole world. Our healthcare system is a very good one, and actually the healthcare system is free for Croatian citizens. So each LC operates in like big clinical teaching hospitals in order for you as students to get like the most from your desired specialty and to learn the most. So each student has their own tutor, and all of our tutors speak English. And at the end of the day, I think you'll find yourself surrounded by many specialists in their area, and you will become friends. So we always actually want to improve your knowledge and our academic quality. So we organize practical skills for you, like practical workshops. On the pictures, you can actually see the suturing classes. Actually, like a few days ago, we had an ALS, so Advanced Life Support workshop, etc. We have a social program. It's all year long, so like all the time. in all the months. It includes trips, for example, to Kirk Island or to Plitvice Lakes. We actually offer like a very big variety of activities, like from drinking coffee to adrenaline activities, so everyone can find something for themselves. Actually, we love when students present us with their food, so therefore we organize NFDP, and always there is a good time guaranteed. I think actually one of the most important things that everyone wants to know is where they will be sleeping for their exchange. We accommodate students in the student dorms, and they look like shown on pictures. We also give to all of our students a welcome package. This is the one from this year from Zagreb. Actually, I have my water bottle here. I use it all the time, even now. I'm going to just go quickly through COVID. So we accept students now. Actually, we have been since April. So we have LCs that accept non-vaccinated students as well, but most of the hospitals require for the students to be vaccinated. And in total this year, we have accepted, and we will accept like around 100 students. So this is like the end of my presentation. It was like short and sweet. I just wanted to say that through the exchange, so when you're on exchange, our exchange team is always there for you and will help you with everything you need. So yes, if you have any questions, and now is the time to ask.
So Emma, thank you so much for your presentation. I have actually 3 questions for you for now, and I will put here, wait. Do you think that speaking English is enough to communicate inside the hospital and our daily lives?
So yes, usually everyone in Croatia speaks at least one language, and that's English. Usually they speak a bit more than just English. So, for example, my Leo learns Portuguese. So yes, you can all come to Zagreb. But yes, English is enough. You will see that people are very friendly here. And even if they don't speak English that well, they will give their best and try to explain everything to you. And in the hospitals, the tutor speaks English very well.
Great. The second one is, do the incomers stay in dormitories or with host families?
So in dormitories, so you're doing like the student life in Croatia. So you're there in the dorm with the other Croatian students, you get to meet a lot of people, and that's why we think it's better to stay in the dormitory.
So I think that the last one, can the income travel abroad during the exchange?
Yes. So actually, people from Brazil don't need a visa to come to Croatia. And you can stay for a total of 90 days in a country in Europe. So yes, you can come to Croatia, be here for, let's say, 30 days. And like after or during the weekends, you can travel. There are a lot of countries that are very nearby. For example, you can go to Hungary, Slovenia, Austria, Italy, Serbia, Bosnia. It's all very close. So usually it takes like a few hours by bus to get to another country.
So this sounds great for me. I never had seen this before. So thank you so much for being here with us. It was a pleasure for me, for all of us that learning more about this exchange for Europe, in Europe. And if you have any final comments, questions, you can share your social medias to Poland, to Croatia. And that is it. You have final questions or final comments for now? You can go.
Okay. So thank you for having me. I'm not very sure where to leave the Kromsik Instagram, but I can perhaps write it in the comments, I guess.
Yes, yes. You can put there, and I will share with them.
Oh, I can put it in the private chat. Wait.
Yes.
I will link it just in a second. I just have to find the Instagram. Wait, Instagram. Okay, final words. I hope you liked my presentation. If you have any questions, you can always contact us on Instagram or contact me directly if you want on the NEO email. I will probably answer. So yes, okay. I have found the link for Kromsik Zagreb now. Just a second. Okay, I found the one for Kromsik. Okay. Here, I sent it in the chat, so you can all see this. Okay, great. Well, I hope you will come to Croatia, and actually that I will meet you, perhaps, if you do come to Zagreb. And I think you will have a great time here. I mean, honestly, every exchange is a great time, but I think you'll see that we are very friendly, and we drink a lot of coffee, so you can drink a lot of coffee with us. And yes, that's it.
So thank you so much again, Emma. I think that was really great, this space for us from DENEM, our students, and for you guys. So that is it. I will end this space for now, and thank you so much. Bom, pessoal que está aí no Facebook até agora, meu Deus, no YouTube até agora, muito obrigada pela presença, tá bem? A gente já disponibilizou, então, o link de presença final, né? Por favor, não esqueça de submeter, porque isso vai validar a sua certificação. Lembrando que as certificações só serão para pessoas que estiverem presentes, né, de 6 dias dos 8. Então, provavelmente semana que vem teremos mais 2 dias de evento. Sigam as redes sociais da DENEM para que vocês possam estar, então, por dentro do que está acontecendo, né? E gostaria também de já deixar aqui registrado que em 8 dias a gente vai ter o nosso grande evento nacional dos 35 anos da DENEM, que vai acontecer do dia 30 ao dia 2 de agosto. E vocês podem já se inscrever, a programação completa está lá na DENEM.br, @DENEM.br. Vocês podem compartilhar com o centro acadêmico, com seus amigos, colegas e aqueles que também não são Mediciners, ok? A gente está aí, então, com edital científico de submissão, a gente está com edital de amostra cultural. Então, por favor, né, quem aí tiver seus talentos culturais, seus talentos artísticos, mandem para a DENEM para que vocês possam estar fortalecendo os 35 anos da executiva. Então, se inscrevam também, todas as informações vocês encontram no DENEM.br. E caso vocês queiram saber mais sobre o internacional e também, né, tá acompanhando a assessoria internacional da DENEM com a coordenação de relações exteriores, que no caso é CREX, e a SEV, que é a Coordenação de Estágios de Vivências, segue também o Instagram internacional, que é @DENEMBrasil com Z. Lá a gente tem outras publicações para além da DENEM nacional, mas o evento nacional vai ser um eventão, não deixa de ir, e nós nos vemos, então, na semana que vem. Muito obrigada pela atenção de todo mundo. Sempre um grande prazer estar trazendo para vocês oportunidades interessantes. Então, caso vocês tenham alguma dúvida, por favor, podem entrar em contato com as pessoas que passaram por aqui hoje, tá bem? E também com a DENEM por meio ali do Instagram, caso queiram. E é isso, pessoal. Tenham uma boa semana. E amanhã a gente tem o nosso 6º dia com a Europa. Teremos, então, França, Alemanha, Suécia, Bulgária foi hoje. Esqueci, mas serão, assim, 5 países também muito interessantes para vocês estarem aí desenvolvendo e fazendo um projetinho para o intercâmbio para 2022, tá bem? Então, no mais é isso, pessoal. A gente vai ficando por aqui. Espero que vocês tenham gostado do espaço e até amanhã. Beijo!